Hello everybody. Hope that you're doing well today. Gonna be streaming Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. And continuing the story that we had there. I believe that we were in the middle of the elephant case. And I'd like to see where that goes. Alright. Just getting everything set up here. Now, let's start exploring. Registration of a company established by Arthur Swift and Theodore Gildan. The enterprise is located at the intersection of Bazaar Road and Arnott Saint Old City. Alright, so I must not have found out what that is yet. What is going on with my graphics here? This does not look good. I turned down the shadows, which was probably a mistake. I don't know. Everything was on Epic, and I was gonna try to see if it would be any better turning it down, but maybe there are things that should be Epic. Let's see how that goes. Something like that. That's better. Also, isn't there a FSR option? Yes. Okay. That's better. Sometimes this game just doesn't run very well. It's just a part of it. That's honestly how a lot of games are nowadays. I believe that this was made with Unreal Engine 4, so it's got that classic stutter. So what am I doing here? I must have been doing this. A lot of people.
Large crowd gathered.
Okay. What else can I gather from here? Well, I guess Sherlock's over here.
I was here, young and passionate about the truth. Mycroft stood close to me. He was keen on my attending every official event, that I might prepare myself for the Crown service.
Lucky for you, that was the last time he did it.
There was a stage here, a tribute. The governor gave his speech there. He was lying through his teeth and nobody noticed, or didn't want to, but I noticed. I was extremely irritated by his lies. I shouted my opinions very loudly for everyone to hear.
The crowd went wild.
Okay.
Mycroft was angry but calm. He led me away from the stage. He told me that I should keep my mouth shut, that silence is golden. won't stand for that.
Behold, Sherlock Holmes's famous adherence to justice was born here.
Okay. Let's look at our case book then. We do have that stolen violin case, but I don't think that is very necessary right now. I think that obviously the Gilded Cage story is a lot more interesting. Seems like the best thing to do is to find the location. So it said Bazaar Road. Let's see. Bazaar Road and Arnott Street, Old City. Old City's over here. We've got Bazaar Road. I noticed that last time I had rewatched my stream and I was really bad at finding roads. Okay, I think that it's like here though. Something like that at least. Okay. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I appreciate just hanging out with you, playing video games. It's always good to play video games.
Find hidden treasure.
Unless you have something really important to do that you've been putting off, then it's not so good. They really did do a good job with the design of the environment here, the city itself, and you know, it's not the most detailed thing I've ever seen or anything like that, but it is very atmospheric. It's pleasant at times, beautiful. I really enjoy the music in this game. I'm curious just what everybody's favorite Sherlock Holmes thing is. There's a lot of different Sherlock Holmes stories just that have been made by now. A lot of different adaptations. I'm a big fan of the Guy Ritchie, Robert Downey Jr. films, although I wouldn't necessarily say that they're like the best adaptations of Sherlock Holmes. They are, I mean, like, they're really cool. Watching the behind the scenes on those movies is really fun. They did some insane camera work, as you can see on screen when you watch it. But in some ways I am more of a fan of the BBC Sherlock show with Benedict Cumberbatch and Martin Freeman. I kind of wish that you could combine the two things into one. The Robert Downey Jr. filmmaking style and the acting characterizations that Benedict and Martin did. I'm at a dead end there. Where am I exactly? Okay. Yep, took a wrong turn. At least this game allows you to sprint. Okay. Almost out. Okay. I always need to make sure that I'm heading the right way. Technically, I guess I should head through this way.
Not bad.
Yes. Okay, so that's where my marker is, but I didn't quite put it on the exact spot.
From day to night, Aiden stands
Oh, okay, these people.
recruiting non-rebellious workers for the dig.
Yeah, the game kind of stuttered there.
From day to night,
Okay. Owes me money. No. Eh? Eh? Nah. Ayo. I had a feeling. Okay. I overheard that in order to enter the dig site, I need to be employed. A man named Aiden recruits new workers in the old city marketplace in the west end of the district. He has a scar on his neck and only looks for working types with a pro-British attitude. Good thing I'm a British man. Okay. So I guess I know where to look. And I should probably change Do I have any? No, I don't. Okay, I guess I have to buy clothes or rent maybe clothes or something. Ooh, bandit lair. I really don't want to do those ever again. I might possibly do a stream where I just kind of like do all those in a row, but that would be honestly like the worst time. That would not be a for fun scenario. So I don't know. We'll see. Look for the marketplace. It's gotta be this.
Salty breeze, old ruins, dusty roads. Do you recall clambering over these walls as a child?
Perhaps. Did we find something at the top?
Can we climb now? Probably not. I don't know exactly what I would do for that, unless there is something. Man, this game is just stuttering. I might turn on a program very quick that might eliminate that issue. We will see if that works in just a second. Okay. That hopefully fixed the issue. I have a program that basically like is supposed to help with memory leaking, which I think is a common problem with Unreal Engine games. So, and it does seem like it's performing better. I don't know if you guys could really see the stuttering, but you probably could. But yeah, that stuff gets annoying. It happens to me also with the Star Wars Fallen Order, or like, you know, Jedi Survivor, whatever. Star Wars Jedi series. And it also happens with Hogwarts Legacy. So something with Unreal Engine 4 causes PC stuttering very frequently. And it's something to do with RAM, from my understanding. At least the program that I have installed that like kind of fixes that issue is like a memory RAM cleaner. Okay. Yeah, it might occasionally still stutter. But that's also just kind of the way it is. Also, I could probably... I don't know, I'll just turn down the resolution quality or something. For some reason, it's just deciding to really not perform well today. Sorry. honestly, in theory, an open world Sherlock Holmes game could be interesting, but the way that this is executed, it just doesn't feel right to be just having so much downtime, like where you're just running to your next location. That just doesn't feel very Sherlock Holmes to me. I do prefer the the old way of basically like traveling from each map through the carriage system. That was good.
The market square, beating heart of the old city.
I wonder if they still sell that heavenly Turkish delight.
I do like Turkish delight. I've had terrible Turkish delight, so it's not like the, best snack to have or whatever all the time. But when Turkish delight is good, it's good. Okay, so I need to talk to clothing trader, which would be this person.
Don't miss out on my unique clothes. Let's pick something that suits you.
Okay, so I'm looking for something, that tells you that I'm a worker. There's a worker's apron, so that's pretty promising. I have $180. That's nice. Oop. Okay. Well, I'm definitely going to get that. And, these are pretty cool. Is this supposed to be like Roberts? It's hard to say. This definitely, a storm is coming, all that that says, that's definitely a reference to Benedict. This could be possibly Robert Downey Jr. And this one, if it is a reference to something, it could be a reference to the Sherlock from the ABC show or whatever, but I never watched that one. So I'm not sure.
A good choice. A good choice indeed.
Oriental rugs. at a
Don't
good
pass by.
price.
Welcome, welcome.
Does anybody sell makeup? Or do I even need makeup? I guess that is the question. Okay, I do. So, ultimately, if I dressed like this guy, would he prefer me over, like,
Let's
if I,
pick something that suits you.
like, should I try to imitate him? Let's see, he had a scar, right? So that's a scarred face. Black eye makeup, probably don't need that. Fake bruises, not this time around. It probably would help if I had an English type of beard, or mutton chops, possibly. Ooh, nice. Ottoman headscarf. So there's not really a worker's hat, per se.
A good choice. A good choice.
Oriental rugs.
So, let's go to makeup. I've got scarred face already. And I've got mutton chops, but I don't know. This might be the one that I need.
At a good price.
And, so now, let's see. So he is recruiting people here. I can find him here. I just need to find him.
Nice affordable clothes. Step right up.
Can't really get a good look at any of these guys. Wait, did it say Turkish foreman?
Sir, kind sir, might I steal your attention?
I am not buying.
Ah, that is the thing. You won't waste a single mangi. I am a digger, you see, and I have heard of a dig site so deep it clogs your ears. I want to be there.
Why are you telling me this?
I have heard of a man recruiting for such a dig. A man with a scar, such as the one that you're hiding. And your boots are dirty with the deep clay I am so familiar with. Oh, I hope it wasn't too rude of me to point that out.
You have a good eye. And you just want to dig? Dig deep and that's it? What's the catch? Are you in desperate need of money?
Oh, there is no catch, sir. I won't even ask for advance pay. Just give me a shovel and I'll dig a hole like you've never seen.
Huh. Is that so? Well, I have to ask you an important question first. Would you be fine working for Brits?
Brits? No.
I am all for them.
Well, you say that, but can you prove it?
Yes. Well, I will sing the anthem.
I'll sing you a very special song. God save our gracious queen.
Cut it! Or people here will make you their queen.
I can also speak in limericks.
What is that supposed to mean?
You might be a little bit weak in the head, but a natural born digger with a keen eye is what we need. Take this permission slip and go to this address. The guard will let you in and check with the professor once you're there.
All right. And where is it I'm supposed to go? This dig site? I guess, is it... I don't know. Does the map still have something? Of course not. It's probably right here. Yeah, it is. Might as well just make the trip faster. Maybe if they gave you, like, a bicycle to ride on or something. A skateboard. I would even take a donkey at this point. Just something to help me get around the city faster would be nice. Almost there. Okay.
Stop loitering and get inside.
Fair enough. Nice.
Newcomer, talk to the professor first. He's the old fellow with the glasses and the plans.
Where's the fire in your eyes? Where's the smile? I am sick and tired of seeing apathy among the new workers.
I hate him already.
I do have the spark. I want to start work straight away. It's as important to me as it is to you.
That's the spirit. I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
Let's see.
How did you meet
Don't ask questions. You'll have to find the answers yourself. I'm not a nanny. I'm a busy man who is changing the course of history.
Sure.
I am ready to work.
Splendid. Do you know what I am working on?
The Ivory Bats. Everyone is looking forward to the grand opening.
Who told you this nonsense? Why would you contaminate history with this base desire for leisure? We are looking for Vitus Lemonius's tomb. This is our goal.
Whoops.
To find the artifacts of the early Roman Empire. Let's continue. I am Professor Swift. We have 3 rules here. Don't touch anything. Always return the tools, and don't distract me unless you find something.
Sounds simple enough. Are you the only one in charge here, Mr. Swift?
Yes, I am the only one, and no one else. You hear anything other than that, it's a lie. People of your kind can have difficulty understanding who's in charge. Take a minute, memorize my face, and then get to work.
Oh, I will definitely take a closer look to memorize my superior.
Broken glasses. Thick notebook. Elbow bruises. He's not married. And his clothes are dirty. Yeah, I do think he's definitely... Wait, okay. What does this say? He's old, poor, and cannot take care of himself, let alone afford new clothes or accessories. The last chance he had to earn money... No, this feels more like he is motivated by his passion for knowledge.
I wish I could be as passionate about something as you are, Mr. Swift. You value knowledge and dedication over everything else.
It's a long road, young man. A sharp eye and attention to detail are the only stepping stones along this path. You have to sacrifice everything you love for the larger prize.
Exactly. So much in life is superficial. I wish more people would understand.
I never heard a truer word, lad. Folk will ignore what truly matters in life, and for what? Convenience.
Bold words indeed. I doubt that many scientists would be willing to support their bragging with fieldwork.
The academic world is full of restrictions. Our honorable professors are too afraid to dirty their hands. God forbid if they have a stain on their shirt. You can follow in my footsteps. You can start learning by returning to work. Show me what you can find.
Okay.
Don't touch anything here. Get back to work.
Jeez. Okay.
A sickle for harvesting. The ancient Romans honored the seasons. A goddess? A mother? Someone's wife? There were 4 statues here originally.
I wonder what the 3 other statues look like.
Interesting. Okay. Gonna check down here by the beach. Looks like there's a bottle. Oh, okay, I can't interact with it. This is kind of a nice little view here. Oh, John.
Working and living by the sea. What a dream.
Yeah. Okay.
Did the Romans live in amphoras? I see nothing else here. Swift lost his temper when he learned what happened to the statue. Swift lost his temper when...
Which statue was damaged? Workers at the dig site found a statue with a lion helmet head. It originally lay on the pedestal closest to the beach, but someone kicked it over the edge. As a result, the statue broke and the pedestal remains tilted.
Quite daunting to see how deep the dig is.
I feel like there's something that I should be trying to look here, but I guess, I don't know. So there was a statue with a lion helmet, but I guess it's gone? He said kicked it over the edge, and then the pedestal is tilted. Interesting. I guess I should look at the map, but it... Okay, I guess it's just covering the general area there. Let's see. Arthur may have received his injury on his elbows from falling on Gildan's shed. Possibly. Maybe I can ask this guy about it?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Okay. It's interesting that it's not very evident what happened to the other statues. But of course, I have to be missing something.
Somehow the text remains legible. Let's see if I remember my Latin.
An inscription near the 4 pedestals translates to Vetus rests nearby, beware the one who wishes to disrupt his sleep, for he is guarded by the gazes of his brother and the autumn wind. Okay, so that obviously references the placement. I don't know exactly which pedestal they were referring to that is tilted. Curious if there's anything I can find up here.
Straw dolls. Eerie, but effective for a scene recreation.
Oh, I want one of these. Or 2.
Why? Titus and Vetus, or maybe Vitus. I don't know. Lemonius were legendary legates of the early Roman Empire, starting their military career to suppress the riots of the Bellovaci and God, Allobroges? I'm just butchering everything. Okay. They were the key commanders during the siege of Mutina and the Battle of Actium. With the new Emperor Augustus, the brothers received twin swords, presumably the ones previously belonging to Romulus and Remus. The brothers served as legates to conquer the Dalmatian and African provinces, and were famous for their worship of minor gods. Titus honored Eurus, while his brother prayed to Zephyrus, or maybe Zephyrus. Not much is known about the brothers, except for the description by... what is that? Pliny? The Elder? Titus wore the skin of a lion with its head on the helmet, a tradition he picked up while being a signifier. Vetus held a shield large enough to cover the sky. Though the exact locations of the tombs remain unknown, historians know that Titus died in the spring of 10 AD, while Vetus in the autumn of 12 AD. Okay.
Oilcloth. Won't fade and waterproof. Enough here to make 10 sails and more.
Interesting stuff.
Let me warm my bones here.
Okay, so that guy's obviously still there. So I'll need to probably come up with a distraction or something in order to check the stuff that's on that table. It originally lay on the pedestal closest to the beach, but someone kicked it over the edge. As a result, the statue broke and the pedestal remains tilted. I just don't know exactly which pedestal that one is referring to. I guess I'm just a little bit stupid. Perhaps I already have enough information to distract this man? But maybe not. We'll see. Let's see if there's anything. No, probably not. We would probably see something for that. Okay, I'm gonna try to maybe talk to the guy again. See what he has to say.
Take a shovel and dig.
Okay. That's just the camp there. It seems like I still have to find something. Normally it would indicate if there is something that I need to talk to people about, but right now the only indicators are saying basically that there is something left to find, but I'm not sure exactly what I haven't checked. There's obviously this pedestal right here, but I can't interact with that one, so can't really interact with much out here at all, except for John. Okay. And I have collected all the clues from this spot. Is this the tilted pedestal that they're referring to? This is kind of the only standing pedestal that I can see, I guess maybe besides... Well, that one's kind of in the ground. So, probably not that one. I don't know. This game does have a lot of these moments, you know, where it's just like... You're kind of just... stuck in one location, stuck with something, I guess, to find. Okay, I can't grab any shovel or anything like that. It's interesting that there's multiple locations that seem like there's something to find there, but also it's just empty, so either it's just to look at, or it is something to kind of be a distraction. But what is this?
Can I ask you a question?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Okay. At this point, I'm going around in circles. There must be something towards, I guess the guy? Kind of where his tent is. Maybe I've missed something there. Obviously check that one. John is by the fire. I have to think of... Oh, I didn't get this.
A plan for this whole operation.
Interesting.
This reminds me of my father's room.
Titus Lemonius's tomb has been found near the city of Corinth. British archaeologist Sir George Griffiths has discovered the well-preserved tomb of Roman legate Titus Lemonius, owner of the legendary twin sword of Romulus gifted by Augustus himself. In an exclusive interview, Sir George has described the find as a priceless addition to the history of humankind. The entrance was found by the removal of several blocks of soil around prominent statues revealing the tomb. According to Sir George, the statues represent the life of Titus. A female statue, presumably a mother holding a basket of fruits, looks to the west. Another female figure, perhaps Autumn, carries a sickle in her hand and looks to the east. Sir George presumes that these statues are hidden allegories of Zephyrus, a minor god of the west wind, and the other, Eurus, god of the east wind. All this being played in a circle with the statues of the two brothers Titus and Vetus. The achievements of the archaeologists have been acknowledged by the Crown.
I see now. Mr. Swift didn't realize the significance of the statues.
Okay, so now I think I have enough evidence to actually do this thing. Okay. So that is, I think, Eurus? Maybe? And if it is Eurus, which I guess I should make sure. I'm pretty sure Eurus is the one with the fruits, but I guess I can check, right? No. Eurus has the sickle. Okay. I was wrong. Now, the brothers, I don't know if they're necessarily known which way they go. Oh, okay, so there is... So that's Eurus. This is where Eurus is meant to be. So then this means that this has to be the other one, with it facing this way. And then... did it say... Between those two were the statues of the brothers. But... Titus, with the sword and the lion helmet, was closest to the beach. And then it'd probably have to be that way. Something like that.
It seems everything's in place. Now, let's see what this has to tell us.
With the scene recreated, I should see if the location of the tomb becomes clear.
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift.
look at this.
What have you found? Don't let anyone touch anything there. Eureka! I found you, my friend.
Sherlock doing that accent is like the episode in It's Always Sunny with the Charlie McDennis Electric Boogaloo, where they have to do the accents from where they point on the globe. That's what it sounds like to me. Basically, what I'm saying is that it sounds racist.
Box of darts. Handy against rodents of all kinds.
With 2 missing. The zoological bestseller Tusks and Trunks provided a most rigorous scientific description of the elephant. It is almost oh god, okay, yeah, encyclopedic in its analysis of the creature's life, both in the wild and captivity. One crucial chapter describes the elephant's mating season, in which they become extremely dangerous. Furthermore, the book features guidance on how to communicate and interact with the big mammal. There we go. And his diary. A personal diary owned by Arthur Swift. He describes in considerable detail his personal life and research. More importantly, it tells of a dispute between the archaeologist and Theodore Gilden over the dig site. Day 1224. Theodore always uses his wealth to shut down complaints. I'd rather he bought a brain with more girification, is that the correct word? So that he were smart enough to see the bigger picture. I wish I were smart enough to know what that word was. Anyway, not everything revolves around your darn elephant. I have only a few months before he will commence construction. He even lacks the imagination to build something beautiful. Ivory baths. The mundanity. I must think, lest our invaluable history be buried by the inconsequential.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
Trying to take over my research, are you? I come here to pick up my diary, and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation? I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well, Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation. When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago, we discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many.
Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me. Will you allow me to return to my research? Or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet. You have a weakness for nostalgia. Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's diary is a sin in every culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can.
True word, Sherlock. Let's see.
What's with this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it. Moving on.
Okay.
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more. Moving on.
Okay, so he's not gonna answer anything like that.
Moving on. I'm a busy man.
Not sure exactly what else to present to him.
I'm a busy man.
Yeah, he wouldn't know anything about the perfume.
I'm a busy man.
I guess we can just check everything. Might as well.
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No, animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break.
Interesting choice of words there.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes.
With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elephant?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast. My interest in the subject ended there. I'm a busy man.
What's with this intricate recruitment process? Pro-British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences, especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about.
Okay. Interesting. Got a lot of information there. Okay. It's so easy to get stuck on stuff. I guess our best option is just to head back to Imogen. That would be my best guess, at least. I should probably change back to my normal clothes. Hello? Is anybody home?
I can't think of anything else right now.
Me neither.
She packed as much as she could carry.
Why would she be packing?
The same dull poses on all romantic photographs.
Could she have been running away?
So idyllic. Enjoy your happily ever after before it stales. False idols? Oh, sounds utterly dreary.
Hey, Sherry, we need to talk. You found false idols. We need to find the remaining two.
What does bazooka even mean? Would this paper be good for anything but blowing one's nose on?
They're not rubbish, Sherry. There's something more. I'm serious.
Very well. I doubt it'll be worth it, but I will find them for you, John.
You'll thank me later. They're some of the most imaginative books I've ever read.
What did you say?
Speaking aloud helps me think. I found this. Who's this young lad next to you, your faithful knight?
Paul, he's my pirate. He's not really a pirate. I just call him that. It probably sounds very silly.
Your secret is safe in my hands. Does Paul work somewhere? What is his surname?
His name is Paul Perks. He and his yacht Whirlpool are the champions of the Salacia Yacht Club. He sails there. I'll show you where it is on the map if you need to meet him.
A yachting champion? Oh, well, that will be a first. I prefer dry land. And so does my suit. How can you read something like this? It's hard to swallow, and that's not due to the hard cover.
You're hardly serious. Any library without Nabe and Laura is incomplete. If you can read, then these books are an absolute must. Love and adventure. They're about life.
Oh, I wasn't aware that exploding pyramids were a part of daily life on Cordona.
You haven't seen life, so you might try reading about it at least.
These bags of yours, it looks as if you've packed your entire room. Were you planning on going somewhere?
My partner and I, we wanted a change, a fresh start abroad. But now I have to stay here. Here, an orphan.
Okay.
Who's a cute bird?
John, get away from there. Definitely seems like our Paul could be a suspect in terms of the person who had that knife. Definitely, you know, sailors are known to carry knives around. Sailor's knife. Is this it? No. Okay, so still have a ways to go.
Hello. Hey.
Nice to see you.
Looks like I'm on the right path. It's probably down here. Oh, I guess not. No women allowed.
Excuse me, just one question.
That's a question I can answer.
Yes. Yacht Club members mentioned that Paul missed the race and no one has seen him since the morning. He might be in his room in the workshop south of the Yacht Club. I was right.
to navigate and warn others at sea.
You should have a warning to cover your ears. We can become pirates and show them what should be stored in here.
What is that supposed to mean, John? I don't know what John is talking about half the time.
Bloodied bandages. Someone being hurt.
Crashed
Where would
into...
a champion hide a key?
Crashed into the thing, maybe? Aha!
Paul is more skilled at yachting than he is at hiding keys. To earn big, you have to spend big.
You gormless, gilly wetfoot. You think you can leech off of my family, steal my money, exploit my daughter? This ends today. Your career is over. I shall give you one final warning. If you refuse to cooperate, you'll find yourself in deep water. Gilden.
Mr. Gilden wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty.
That's a motive.
Old betting slips. Paul always bets on Whirlpool. One victory after another. Additional earnings to sweeten the victory. An interesting place for a message to a champion. Bloodied bandages.
We've got darts here. Also, 2 are missing. That's very interesting.
A box full of darts. Each has a needle and can be loaded with drugs. Shipbuilding, shipwright's tricks, sail weaving. An expensive set of tools for woodwork. An amateur wouldn't know how to use these.
Too ordinary a room for a champion. There's no incentive to put in any effort.
Interesting there. I guess there's still something for me to look at here. We've got this axe. Or wait, no, that's... Okay, that's not an axe. That is some type of tool. Maybe for removing boards or something? Seemingly, I can't really look anymore at those bandages. Maybe I'll check out the boat. Is this it?
The champion's Whirlpool. Paul's bread and butter.
Okay. John. Is there anything else? Yes.
Undeniably psychotropes. Not for toothache, I think.
Huh.
A typical tea tin. I wonder what he has for biscuits.
Oi,
Hands off my possessions before you lose your fingers. Are you illiterate? The rules are written everywhere.
Ah, Mr. Perks, the cabin boy himself.
Champion, you mean? I was right. You are illiterate. I think a couple of shiners might teach you. One last chance. Who are you?
I'm Sherlock Holmes, a friend of our mutual acquaintance, Miss Imogen.
Look, you artichoke. Imogen has no friends. Except for me.
If you must try to insult people, it's better to know the meanings of the words that you're using.
You fancy you could teach a sailor to swear? Go ahead. Show me how inventive you are.
Stand still for a moment.
Female. At least assigned female at birth. Definitely wounded. Potentially owes debt of some kind. Paul Perks is a woman who disguises herself as a man to achieve a higher social position. She uses the privileges of men to pursue her personal goals. She puts forth all of her effort into sport, even though it comes with the occasional accident on the open sea. Bruises and an injured arm are badges of honor in this dangerous sport. I don't know if that's necessarily where she's getting these bruises from. Maybe. But I could also see it being her injured arm reflects the dangerous nature of her life. Despite her fearless exterior, she is frequently in trouble due to her connections with the criminal underworld. Something tells me that Paul is in debt. I could be wrong, but something doesn't seem quite so, you know, sportsman-like. Something feels a little bit more criminal.
So, a woman wishes to become a real criminal, and smuggling is a stepping stone towards that? Is there not enough prestige in yachting? Or is it easier to compete with other fools like yourself? Everyone has a starting pistol, just shoot and run.
Don't say a word. I don't know where you're getting half of this nonsense, but you're on some thin ice here that I'm willing to crack.
Damn you, Paul.
I could have been wrong.
Who's this peacock?
Oh.
Does he know who I am?
I definitely know who you are not. You're not a dictionary reader, at least. I wanted to see how you, pals, interact with each other in your natural habitat.
I've got a gun.
But I'm afraid to interfere.
Oh, snap. Here we go again.
I couldn't miss the party.
Oh my god, this is so bad.
I'm coming for you. I'll put you 6 feet under. I'm coming.
Stop saying that. Stop saying it like that.
I'm coming for you.
Take a rest.
Ah. How do I roll again? One of these buttons is... Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Ah. Ah.
The snuff's ready.
How do I snuff again?
Don't rush.
I forgot how to play.
I couldn't miss the party.
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
Oh man. This Okay.
Can overcome the brute now.
Too simple.
I'm coming.
Time to knock this guy out.
Oh, come on.
Give him the pepper snuff.
No more
The snuff's ready.
More?
Too simple.
Give him the pepper snuff.
I'm coming for you.
Don't cry. The snuff's ready.
Oh.
Can overcome the brute now.
Keep shooting him.
No more.
Give him the pepper snuff.
Oh man, I really could not imagine a worse combat system.
And there's no reward for risking our lives.
Paul's explanation will suffice.
If Paul's still here. You're smoking. And I wish I was doing that right now.
Your fellow mariners have a strange way of showing hospitality.
They were not my friends.
Are you sure? I would rather risk my neck for someone who's at least honest and thankful.
Perhaps then don't enter someone's life and be so judgmental, pretending you're better than they are.
Then give me your perspective and allow me to see through your eyes. What were you doing this morning, Miss Perks?
Don't call me that. I'm a champion. I was sailing.
The other club members told me that you missed the race this morning. Do champions not need to practice?
Ugh, you've talked with them already. No, I wasn't racing. I visited the doctor after that attack on me, and then I had to honor the deal with the bandits you just took care of.
I tried to tell you before, but your partners interrupted. Have you heard the news? Theodore Gilden is dead. Do you have anything to say?
Well, what a shock. To me, he was an angry old ogre. Good riddance. Was it Goliath that killed him? Did it crush him? Break his bones? Come on, tell me. I want all the details.
Jesus.
You have an unusual way of showing grief. Imogen wouldn't appreciate that. But yes, the animal could have been involved.
It's poetic in a way, isn't it? It takes a beast to kill a monster. I wish I could have been that elephant.
You definitely sound like a main suspect right now.
You're asking for trouble with this smuggling business. You better leave it before they smuggle you out in a barrel.
Don't patronize me. I've only ever had trouble with law-abiding citizens like Gilden and you, never bandits. So ask me anything you want, and then get out of my sight. I don't know what this means.
Okay.
You smuggle illicit psychotropes on your yacht. Not a delivery for the hospital, I'm sure.
Of course not. I've had to cut corners to earn some money. How might a person afford to pay for a yacht in an honest way? I don't know, although I'm smart. The buyers are my customers. Adults who are willing to pay for their pleasure, or weapons for jewels. Whatever they want me to deliver. Nothing criminal.
Well, it's your lucky day. I'm not here because of smuggling. Have you tasted this tea yourself?
I wouldn't have been a champion if I had used it. It's just a side business that keeps my career afloat. It's quite expensive to compete in yachting. Sometimes I cut corners.
Such as fixing Whirlpool yourself?
Exactly. And sometimes I just have to pay. That's how I earn money. I don't sell slaves or take the last man gear from a poor family.
Look what I found. A box full of darts.
Hey, that's mine.
I confiscated it. These darts appear to be filled with something. Poison? How powerful is it?
It's strychnine. Enough to instantly kill a small rodent. I haven't tried it on a human. Yet. I hope you know what you're doing.
Could it immobilize a larger animal? Say, an elephant?
I've never tried, but I have wondered. I don't know what this means.
Imogen doesn't strike me as an industrious young lady, so I find it strange that she was busy packing up all her belongings when Mr. Gilden died. That's some favorable wind in your sails, isn't it?
Is it so suspicious that a couple might embark on a trip? I wanted to thank her, so we planned to go traveling. A Theodore-free place, without elephants.
The timing of it is suspicious, however. Your lady friend becomes an orphan and heir, and there's a planned trip directly afterwards.
An improvised romantic dinner will never please a spoilt girl. A planned voyage might. It's not spur of the moment.
It seems as though Theodore Gilden hung a sword of Damocles over your life and career. Were these only words, or something more serious?
Check my forearm. Pulled muscles and bruises. Small cuts. Nothing that you could call serious.
I doubt that a man in his late 50s could wrestle you.
It wasn't him. He behaved like a rat and hired brutes. His boys tried to lock my hands behind my back, but I was faster, and I escaped.
Was he so protective of his daughter, or was it your feminine secret that provoked him?
My guess is that he was protecting his property. As he saw it, he owned Imogen, and he treated her like a piece of furniture. He didn't want his daughter to be loved by anyone. What's more painful is that Theodore didn't allow me to love his daughter. Typical.
I'm not sure that your relationship with Imogen could be described as typical.
Are you afraid of a woman in trousers? Now that's typical of men.
Clock that tea.
A charming picture. I've heard that champions do often pose with their trophies.
Cheeky. It is a lovely trophy, though. I'm sure you will agree.
What is it that you like most about her? Her naivety? Her father's money?
A somewhat difficult choice. Especially now that her father is out of the equation.
Does this knife seem familiar? I didn't find it in your competitor's bag, to be clear.
This knife is as blunt as your humor. It's a bosun's knife, but it's not mine. I wouldn't be so careless as to mislay my tools.
Okay.
What can you tell me about the elephant?
He's smarter than some people here, including his owner. Although I feel he could be dangerous, no matter how much he's fed.
Why is that? Have you ever seen Goliath attack anyone?
Well, not exactly. But I saw it, abusing some poor tree during one of its walks with Theodore. The expression on that old ninny's face was priceless. But it wasn't funny to look at. Believe me, it was frightening. I don't know what this means.
No one knows anything about the perfume.
I don't know what this means.
Okay. Not sure exactly what else to bring up. So I guess we'll just start doing random stuff.
I don't know what you're suggesting. I don't know what you're suggesting.
Me neither.
I don't know what you're suggesting.
It's one of these.
I don't know what you're suggesting. I'm clueless. I don't know what you're suggesting.
I mean...
I'm clueless.
Yeah.
I don't know what this means. I'm clueless.
A. Swift, are you familiar with this
Okay.
man? The gentleman had business with Mr. Gilden.
Likely just another strange and wrinkled fellow like old Gilden was. Perhaps this Swift person has a rhino, and they wanted to see which pet was stronger. In other words, I don't know who he is, but I bet he's crazy like Theodore.
I doubt that court owner has ever boasted a battle arena for that size of mammal. You have an interesting imagination.
You and Imogen. I think it's more likely that Paul would have been at the crime scene versus Arthur. So we're gonna go with that for now. But, yeah. Okay, this is something to do with the perfume now. Did that work? Or not? Oh yeah, I have to do these. That's right. Okay, so we got plus. So this. Okay, we've extracted the pheromones. So now we can use that to attract the elephant. Very interesting. All right. Just wanted to get a good view. It's very pleasant. Anyway, I should probably get going for tonight. I got some things I gotta do. But I really appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate you giving this stream a like. And I would love to hear your thoughts on this game. I'd love to hear on your thoughts on the case that we just have been going through so far. And I would also love to hear your favorite Sherlock Holmes adaptation or just, you know, body of work in general. But either way, I appreciate you spending your time with me, and I hope that we can do this a lot more in the future. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.